Hi, this is Jason Nelson with Ascend Internet. I just wanted to go over a little bit more about inbound marketing and just kind of internet marketing in general. This graphic was prepared by SEO Moz, another website that specializes in SEO software and has a popular SEO blog. But I think it gives you a good depiction of what all is involved in terms of internet marketing today and the different aspects of how there are so many different ways to reach people on the web. So I'm going to go through this with my mouse here in a clockwise manner, try to explain a little bit more about what these are and how they can help you, your website or your business, and best reach your customers. And again, my company, we do web design and then internet marketing, SEO services for businesses. So just starting here from the top, email marketing. Email is still relevant. I mean, people still like receiving emails that they want to receive, not spam. So if you can deliver value or something they want, like maybe a special offer or some new information or something interesting or an event that's going on, they can appreciate that, and it's a good way to get the word out about your company and stay on the minds of your customers and reach new customers. So that is what email marketing is about, and that's I guess you would call it a free traffic source. It doesn't really cost much to send an email. Going around here, research and white papers. That's just more if you're perhaps you want to display your expertise on a subject matter or on your product or service, or you would write a lengthy paper or with visuals and put it on the web to educate people about the product or service or just provide information. The next one here on the right is infographics, and that is really presenting information in a graphical form. People love images, they love pictures, they don't really love looking at a bunch of text. You can get a lot of information and absorb a lot of information from a graphic and make it fun and interesting and have people like it. And it really ties into the next topic here, social networks, so your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Google Plus, your YouTube. There's other ones such as Pinterest. But those having infographics and other images are much easier to share, and people like to receive those when in their social networks. So they can lend themselves to other formats. So you could put an infograph on your website. You could put it in your social media sites, or have people share it in your social media sites, or use it for advertising. So there's a lot of ways to repurpose these tools and use them in different ways that can complement and benefit each other, benefit the business as a whole. So going down here, the next one is webinars. That would be obviously just a online presentation, or when you're web conferencing with people. It's a good way to, if you can't meet in person, to connect with people, to discuss important issues or present topics that are of interest to them. And similarly, document sharing, that's doing it more in a document form or PDF format or PowerPoint as well. There's still some more traditional ways of getting your message out online. People can still talk about your website. Not everything's done online, and you can still get traffic that way. Going down here, podcasting, that's using an audio recording. So perhaps you have an interesting topic that you want to talk about, or a promotion you want to do, or just have audio playing on your website. Podcasting is a great way to do that. It's also a good way to interview people or talk to people and have those messages, store those messages and use them on your website, or even put them into YouTube or other formats. The next section here is Q&A. So that would be on a website where people are asking questions. Maybe they're not sure, or they want to get feedback from other people that are online on a particular product or service. And this plays into target marketing. So if you have a certain product you sell, let's say you're a lawyer, and a good example is like Avvo.com. People will go onto Avvo and ask questions, and if you as a lawyer, if you respond to those questions and the person's in your local area, you may have a better chance of getting them as a client. And even if you don't, maybe other people will see those responses and like you, and may want to use your service or connect with you in a different way. So these are just more ways to reach people and get your message out online. So, and a lot of it comes down to branding, just promoting yourself. It's PR, advertising, it kind of all ties together, and that can lead to more type-in traffic to your website. So as people know more about you or your company, they can find you and type in your website and find you that way with your URL address. And then also, if they find you on other websites, they can click on the link to your website and find you that way. So that would be the direct and referring links. And that also ties into blogging up here and just content marketing in general, and that is getting the message out online about your company. Typically it can be through images or graphics or text or video. People can click on the links from the YouTube videos or just any site they find you on and reach you that way. So it's just possibilities are virtually limitless in terms of the different ways to reach people online. But the best thing is just to pick what fits best with your niche, with your business and your customers, and reach them and incorporate the strategies that make the most sense for you and your budget. So moving on here, social bookmarking, that would be sites like StumbleUpon or Reddit or Dig or different sites like that, where people that are active on those sites, they may like, if they find out about your product or service or your website or graphic you produced or an article that you wrote that was interesting, it all ties together again. They may share it on these sites, and that can send with a link to your site or to your article, and that can send more traffic into your business. Similarly with forums, it's the same type of thing. That kind of relates to Q&A. If perhaps people are on a forum or talking about a product or service, and it's relevant to your business, and if you're active on a forum or have someone who's helping you with that, then you may catch their attention and earn their business that way by providing useful information and answers to their questions, and they can see value in the product or service you're providing. Similarly with an online video, that would be YouTube, Vimeo, different sites like that where you can get your message out through video. You can also host your own video and keep it on your own site, so you're directing traffic more, keeping people on your own properties instead of sending them to YouTube. But YouTube is great. It gets something like 3 billion views a day, so you can really get, if you do high quality video, interesting video, and build up your channel and your users, then it can really help your business. Next up here is comment marketing. That's kind of similar to forums or Q&A. It's making comments on blogs or in other formats on websites that is where you're engaging with people, perhaps adding to the discussion, adding new ideas to the conversation, or just answering perhaps someone's question that relates to the topic in the blog or the website that they're on. So this is just another way to get your message out, get the word out on your brand, your website, the service or product you provide. Of course, there's having a blog and blogging, and that can be helpful in terms of building a following and having more traffic to your website. And then also just the search engine aspect of, if the more articles, the more content you have out there, the more ways people can find you through search, as you'll have more content out there that picks up what they call that long tail traffic, or that traffic on the web where they're finding you through a search term that is found in your content. Okay, so moving on here, news media, PR. This is more traditional, typical newspapers, but there's online newspapers, there's obviously online media, and then there's even online press releases. And that's one of the services we provide here at Ascent Internet. It kind of ties into SEO, but it's also just branding overall. It's getting your message out there, educating people, and disseminating that message to as many people as you can through different formats. And PR can also help your SEO from the links on those press releases. And SEO, of course, is search engine optimization, or as they say, being on page 1 of Google, ideally, for keyword terms that are important to your business. So you really want to target terms that have commercial intent and that bring people to your website with intent to buy your product or service. So I hope that was helpful. Just there's a lot. I know there's a lot to take in. It can be a little overwhelming for people. Just all the different ways to reach people online, and it can get really hard to find the time to do that. And that's one way a company like ours can help people, free up their time, free up their resources, and pick the online formats that lend themselves best to their business and growing their business and their website traffic. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Our number's up here, 435-319-7260. Ascent Internet. It's at ascentinternet.com. And my name's Jason Nelson, and I hope you got value out of this video and hope to hear from you soon. And feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below on our blog. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.